Hi, my name is Kylene Olgin, and for my class called Developing World, I watched a video on poverty, and it was really cool to see the lives of four different kids and the different perspectives on education. The first girl from Afghanistan, I felt so bad for her because it's interesting to see how the war really affected their schooling and how the culture really affected it, and that girls weren't really supposed to go to school, and that it was crazy to think that they had to check the girls' purses because someone might be carrying a bomb. The little boy Jefferson, it's crazy to see how hard they work at school and how they have to keep continuing to work hard even though it seems like they have no future. Um, the little girl from India, it was so sad to see her quit school because she had so many household chores. All of them did, and it's funny to see how the boys never had any household chores because we make them do it today. The who was the last kid? Can't remember. Oh, the boy from Japan, Ken. I think he's a lot like us in the U.S. How we get education just easily, and it comes easily, and you can't even really think about the food you have to get. The little boy Jefferson, his mom had to work basically 24/7 to get them the food on the table and the education they wanted, and she was nervous about the way her kids were going to grow up. And I think today, in our place in the U.S., we don't have that problem. We're not scared of where we're going to end up. We just know, and we get this education, and most kids don't even make it past 5th grade in most countries. And it's crazy to think that there's a world outside what we have. And I think we take it for granted. They talked about in Japan how they used to go to school on Saturdays and they have to have a huge workload, and they've noticed that since decreasing the amount of work, that kids are lazy, that they don't work as hard. And when Ken's mother was talking about how Ken realizes that there are other countries that don't have education, but he doesn't really understand the emotional effect. And I think that's us. I think, especially in this class, we say, oh boy, a class doesn't have a food, or they don't get to school, and we feel really bad for a while, and then we just go back to our own little world. And at the end of the video, I talked about how the 189 countries got together and made a pact to get everybody free education, but really in the end, over 79 million or billion are still waiting for that opportunity. And it's sad because I think everybody should have the opportunity to get educated, and I wish I took it more seriously. I think some days I just want to be lazy and lay around and not do anything, but because I've never been scared that I wouldn't get an education. And I just think that's a crazy feeling to think that one day, what if someday my kids were in poverty and I don't really know what to do, and it's just a scary feeling that could happen to you. It was just cool how seriously they took it, that they, even in their moments of poverty or moments of weakness and sadness, they all just were like, oh, my life's great. And I have to tell you, I don't think I'm that grateful for the tiny things in my life. It definitely teaches you to be more grateful, and I just wish we could help them in a way more, just to get the education they want, because they want it so bad, and all of them want to become teachers so that the other kids can have that opportunity or become professional baseball players or soccer players. And I can see how hard it is for their parents to watch them want these dreams so bad and then they can't reach them. And it's just sad that girl from India, the one thing she was looking forward to in her future was getting married. And I think that we have that in today's society, in that who needs college when we're just going to get married. But I don't think that's true. I think we should go as far as we can, because this knowledge is the one thing we can take into heaven. And I'm just grateful for the life I have, for getting to come to college. And it's not just the money part of it, like how rich we are, just the opportunities we get, that we get to go to school and I get a second degree education and not just make it to 4th or 5th grade. And yeah, it was a really good video. And yeah.